Banigos made a live stream. She made a live stream addressing a particular YouTuber. Her name is Gist with a V. So she addressed her regarding this whole gang issue that is online. Everything, the gang, this other gang. And this gang thing is kind of very, very childish to me. It sounds childish when people mention gang, grown up adults, grown up women. When we talk about gang, it sounds to me as a very, very childish talk. Okay, now this is what I have to say about this whole gang thing. I'm just here to spill out, the truth I know about it. And before then, I want to say something because Banigos made that live stream. She was very hungry. I missed the live stream though, so I had to rewatch it, and I heard everything she said. She was very hungry because somebody also left a comment in Ivie's comment section, referring to Banigos' husband in a disrespectful manner. Even though I did not see that comment, or maybe I have not watched that video that Ivie made. So she talked about it, and I also saw the response that Ivie also made, to Banigos. She made a video, she responded to Banigos, and the first thing she did was to apologize to Banigos, which I absolutely loved. This will bring me to talking about Ivie. Ivie is from my side. She's an Edo woman. And I have observed this lady carefully on this space because even before I discovered that she had a channel, you understand, she has been on the comment section advocating for peace, okay, fighting toxic people online under the comment section. And when I saw a response to Banigos, because if you watch the live stream that Banigos made, Banigos was kind of furious. She didn't like that at all, because I wouldn't blame her, because there is nobody that would want, you know, people to talk about her family in a very, very disrespectful manner. Okay, even though it was somebody that left that comment, not Ivie actually. So she was not really happy. She didn't like the fact that Ivie left the comment there. So to Banigos, she felt Ivie was in support of the comment. And so Ivie came out, and then she apologized for not deleting that comment on time. So I'm also using this video to talk to you, Banigos, that if you observe a kind of a person, you will know that Ivie has been an advocate for peace on this space. So kudos to you, Ivie, for that apology that you made. Okay, that is what we really want on this space, and you have proven that yes, you are an advocate for peace. So moving on, I want to address the one that has to do with this whole gang issue. During the time of toxic reaction, of course there was a gang. There was a gang. But my mentality towards it changed as soon as Choice TV came out, okay, to expose a lot of things. During her time of confession, when she exposed a lot of things, she mentioned in that, you know, video that she made to do her confession, that Banigos was a neutral person, that in all of the mess some of the women, committed, so many evil they committed, so many things they conspired to do, that Banigos was never part of it. Banigos was just a neutral woman doing her thing. To me, it felt like she was just following the crowd. Yes, she was just following the crowd. Ah, this person did her own reaction. Let me set up my ring light and also do it. Like she was just, maybe kind of enjoying, you know, the fact that, everywhere was kind of hot. Ah, let me also do my own and cash out from it. You understand? So she didn't know that there was something going on behind underground. So she was just doing her own reaction. She was just, doing her own thing. So that is what I am here to talk about. I just wanted to, talk about this part. There was actually a gang, but Barney Ghost weren't part of that gang. She was just doing her own thing. She was just doing her own thing. So the people that ganged up, that conspired together to bully these other women, the Mediterranean, Lily Pope, and all of that, we know them. We know them. And this is one thing I love about choice. I love this about choice to my bone marrow. When you are you do when you do something, you take accountability. Yes, I did it. If she did not do it, she will tell you she did not do it. And how many of them that did it, she will mention them. You understand? She didn't drag people that were involved, and that was the reason she excluded Banigos. And also with another reactor then, what's her name? She's also an Edo lady. She excluded her, Vivian. She excluded Vivian as well. They were not doing an underground or having an underground conversation, conspiring or anything. These people were just these, individuals, they were just doing their own thing, following the crowd. Why these other women were conspiring together against certain women they felt they could bully, they could talk trash on. Because the reaction thing was more or less like, what can you do? You are a nobody. I'm not afraid of you. You cannot do me nothing. I can say whatever I want to say and nothing will happen. So that was how they made it seem before some of us decided to come on board and start to talk. Do you understand? So this whole gang issue that is on ground, I don't see any reason why, old women will come out and start forming caucus, forming gang thing against other of their fellow women. But there was actually a gang up, people, women conspired against each other to bully other women. But Princess was not among them. Vivian was not among them, which Choice stated in her video that they weren't involved. So ever since she made that confession and I learned the truth from that video she made, I just I just started seeing Princess, you know, from a different angle. My feelings towards the reaction she made then changed. She was just following the crowd. She didn't conspire against anybody. And she's still saying it till tomorrow that she is a one-man mopo. She does her own thing. She is not into, gang up with anybody. She's just doing her own thing. As she see am, she go talk am. And I'm very sure she felt really, really broken, kind of disappointed when, that confession came. And then she was like, I'm sure she was very shocked that, wow, so these women went this route, they went this far just on top of reaction. And maybe that was the reason she gave up. Like, no, 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 I can't do this again. I wouldn't want people to tag me alongside, you know, what I am not involved in. You understand? So I want to also use this opportunity to talk to you directly, Banigos. You see this whole gang up thing, when people mention your name, I don't want you to feel hungry. You shouldn't be hungry because your name will always be mentioned. But the truth remains that some of us already knows the truth. Just give the whole thing deaf ears, oh, because even if content creators decide not to mention you, commenters will always mention you, subscribers will mention you anytime that matter arises. Whenever there is saga like this, they want to mention toxic reactor, they want to mention what has passed, your name will be mentioned. You just have to give it a blind eye. Just act like you no dey see am. No matter how, annoying it will sound, that is the only way to go on this space. You understand me? But the fact that some of us knows the truth, and you are in good place, you are already in a good place with these women that you once had issues with, that is what is more important. You guys are forgiving each other, and everybody don move on. Everybody don move on from that part. You just realizing that you no longer have issues with these women, that should just be enough joy for you. Because the burden wey follow when you know say person dey vex for you, is very very much. The burden, e dey heavy to carry. So it's a different feeling the moment you also realize that you are at peace with everybody, and nobody has grudges for you. Nobody is nursing you in a negative way in their hearts. You understand? So the truth of the matter is that reaction itself has never been the problem. Reaction is fun on its own if you know how to react in a way that will not be toxic. If you don't react in a hateful way, reaction has a vibe of its own that is fun. So reaction has never been the problem. React to people in a way that you will also want people to react to you. You understand? So that is where the problem is coming from, and that's what has been the problem. So anybody that wants to react, you are very free. This platform is a business space. People earn from this space. They use it to help their family. So why not? Why not react if that is what you can do? If reaction is the niche you know how to do very well, of course you are very free to react, but react peacefully. It's not only YouTubers that you can talk about. If you don't know how to create peace around the YouTuber circle of reaction, then go into celebrity gist where nobody, we can even celebrities, they are coming out at people now. You understand? Because they are humans. Forget say they be celebrity, they are trying to protect their image, they are trying to prove, see, blood dey flow for these people vein. That is the plain truth. A lot of mom vloggers, their channel is still struggling today due to toxic reaction that took place back then. Their channel is still, people sabotaged their channel. People came for them, they hated them for no reason, because of the things they've heard from other reactors. You understand? That is where the problem is. If we can just erase those things from whatever analysis you are giving, whatever you are reacting on, there will be peace. There will be peace, there will be harmony on this space. This space is actually a business space. Why not do your business, earn from it peacefully, and enjoy your money? So this is what I have to say. This is all love from this space. Please, my fellow women, we can do better. May we leave toxic energy for another place. We should also let bygones be bygones. This is all I want to just talk about this one. I don't want to say much. I don't want this video to be too lengthy. Okay? May God bless all of us in Jesus' name. Amen. Bye for now.